How are you with blood tests? Because I remember years ago I was very frightened of blood tests. I didn't like any needles or anything coming near me. Do you know what I mean? I remember having the TB at school and I screamed the school down. Bear in mind I was near at the front of the bloody queue, row, like the queue, so everybody was shitting themselves after. I mean, to be honest with you, but that I'm sure that was that bloody one with 5 pissing needles in. So no wonder I bloody screamed the pissing school down. Don't have that anymore. There's mine. There's my TB there, but apparently don't have that anymore. Good really, because it wasn't a very nice injection. I don't think I felt it because I screamed that much, which took the, didn't feel it because you don't when you scream, do you? But you can't really go and have a blood test and start screaming. Because that is it, they'll say don't fucking let her in again. Don't let her in again because I will not do a blood test. I remember years ago I went for a blood test. I mean, I've had that many now. You're just used to that little prick, aren't you? Do you know what I mean? It's just a little prick, really. So I remember going in and I lie there, like, because I lie down because I faint. So I lie down, put that in there, put the needle, and then all of a sudden this young lad, he says, I'm ever so sorry, but I'm going to have to look for another vein. I said, beg your pardon. He says, we're going to have to look for another vein. I said, every time I've come for blood tests, I've never had this problem. How old are you? And he said, I can't remember, he was in his 20s anyway. I said, I'm not being funny, but I'm not lying down. I want somebody else in here right now, because you look far too young. Nobody does that. They always get enough blood out of one vein. No, so get me somebody else. I'm not letting you do it. And he did. He went out and somebody else carried on, all from one vein. So I was very pissed off with that, but I did. I told him, I said, get out, I don't want you doing it. But now, like I say, you go for blood tests, there's nice ladies there and they talk to you and everything. So you feel a little prick or a big prick, do you know what I mean? I don't think you feel a big prick. You know what I mean? You feel like a tiny little pinch like that, and then it's over. But when I was younger, you just had a little tiny, maybe a little tiny bruise. But now you're all hot, your whole arm goes bloody black with a bruise. Don't know what that's about. But they only get blood from one vein. Just I've had that happen twice in my life. But if any whippersnapper comes in again and I say, no, you can get out, I'll have that nice lady please doing mine. Because I'm sure he didn't know what he was doing. I am not a fucking human pincushion. You are not pricking me a million times to get blood out of my vein. I am getting off that fucking couch and I'm out of there. So there you go. Don't be scared of blood tests, because at the end of the day, it's just a little prick. And little pricks don't hurt, as we know. You don't feel them.